An interesting theological argument, actually. I had to go grocery shopping the other day, and you know how it is when you get to the checkout line and see that long line. The cashier went so slow I was sure I would be standing there all night. I was really hungry, and all I could think about was getting home and making some dinner. So when the cashier asked me if I wanted paper or plastic, I said, "Take your time." I had no idea what the people behind me were thinking, but it didn't matter because I got my groceries and was out of the store before they even knew it. That's why I love coming to this store here. Speaking of shopping, has anyone else noticed how prices just seem to keep going up? I can never seem to get anything for a good price anymore. It's like I'm getting robbed every time I go out. But I'm sure we can all agree that there's nothing better than finding a great bargain. I mean, it's like finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Well, let's hope we can all find those great deals soon. Until then, I guess there's nothing left to do but accept it and get back to shopping. Anyway, I hope you all had as good a time shopping today as I did. Until next time, stay safe and happy shopping, everyone. Thank you. So do you think this new waiter at the diner is up to snuff?
You know what, I'm not sure. He seems nice enough, but he doesn't seem to understand the menu like our usual guy. He actually tried to talk me into having a vegetable sandwich today.
Yeah, I know, not exactly the kind of thing you go out for.
You got that right. How about we get out of here and grab something else for lunch?
Now that's an idea I can get behind. Let's go.
Alright, I'm game if you are.
Sounds like a plan. I can already sense that this new adventure is going to be a weird one.
So, Larry, do you think I should get an add-on for my phone?
No need. I heard that phone plans now come with unlimited data.
But everything takes forever to download. Fred, do you think I should go for it?
Yeah, I guess. But if you're gonna do it, why not get the latest model?
Alright, I think I'm going to do it.
Be careful, you know how expensive those can be.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it if you get the full package.
But then again, there's nothing like the feeling of finally unplugging from technology and enjoying a nice night in.
That's true, but there are times when you really need that extra bit of data.
Hey, Cackler. I heard you went to that new comedy club last night. How was it?
Oh, it was great. Lots of energy and some really funny jokes. Plus, I got to meet a few new people. You should have come with me, Larry. It was a blast.
Yeah, maybe next time. I heard the food there is pretty good too. So did you try anything new? Come on, Cackler, give me the details.
Yes. I'm sure you'll love it. I tried a new kind of chicken sandwich. It had lettuce, tomato, jalapeno, and some special sauce. It was really amazing. So, Fred, you must have taken a wrong turn to get here. Yeah, it certainly wasn't the most intuitive route.
You got that right. I feel like I've been walking around in circles all afternoon.
You know, if you took a left at the last intersection, you would have been here in no time.
Yeah, well, hindsight is 20/20ths. Now I just need to get back out of here.
Don't worry about it, I'm sure you can take a right turn this time and make it out in no time. And then you can tell everyone about the crazy Fred adventures you had today.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll all get a good laugh out of it.
Hey, it's always good to find the humor in unfortunate situations.
You said it. Hey, Yvonne, did you hear about the new restaurant that just opened downtown?
Really? What kind of food do they serve?
I hear it's a mix of French, Italian, and Korean food.
Wow, that's quite a combination. What kind of name did they give it?
They call it Fertolian.
That's an interesting mix of cultures. I'm definitely gonna try it out.
You know what would be even weirder? If they combined all three cultural cuisines into one dish.
Oh man, that would be crazy. What do you think they'd call it?
I'm not sure, but it would definitely be a wild culinary experience.
I can't wait to find out what they come up with.
Me too.
Hey everyone! How's it going tonight? The other day, I was talking to my friend and they said, "Hey Larry, why don't you go jump in a lake?" I thought about it for a second, then I came back and said, "Nah, that's okay." So then I got to thinking, why does everyone keep telling me to do something that I clearly don't want to do? Then it hit me, I guess jumping in a lake is one way to stay cool. But, I figured out a cooler way to stay cool: just turn off the lights and fan in my room. Crazy simple solution, am I right? Well, anyway, I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. Thanks so much for having me, this has been a great time.
Have you seen that new show about the alien abducting people?
Yeah, it's really wild. I heard they have to use special makeup and effects to make it look realistic. You know, I bet if they went on one of those alien abduction tours, they could get real footage for the show.
That's a great idea. You should suggest it to the producers. On another note, did you hear the latest news about the space shuttle? They say it's going to be able to fly further and faster than ever before. It's like they're launching a spaceship straight into the future.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I can't wait to see what else they come up with. Hey, you know what we should do? Find a way to hitch a ride on the space shuttle and have a zero-gravity comedy show. So this is it. It's been a wild ride.
I certainly think so. I mean, the ups and downs we've had along the way have been interesting to say the least. We should probably take a moment to appreciate just how far we've come. Who knows what the future will bring?
That's for sure. All I can say is that we've had a great time along the way. Here's to many more years of laughs.
Here, here. But, hey, I think it's time for one more joke before we call it a day. Why did the chicken go to the theater?
Why?
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here tonight. So, I was out walking last night and I saw this guy rollerblading. He was really good at it too, but then he suddenly stopped and just started spinning in circles. I thought to myself, why is he doing that? But then a few seconds later, I noticed the puddle behind him. I guess he saw it too late. Anyway, thanks for having me. Who's ready to have some fun tonight? Alright, so I was in the grocery store earlier and this lady had a cart full of bakery products. She loudly proclaimed to no one in particular that she was on a diet. I couldn't help but laugh. Have you ever been at the grocery store and seen something like that?
So, I heard there's a taco joint opening up down the street. What do you think, Larry? Should we go check it out?
Sure, sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm up for it. But what if they don't have kosher options? That would be a pretty big disappointment. Maybe we should do some research first.
I know just the person who can help us out.
Who? I'm dying to know.
Hey, Fred, you'll never guess what I heard the other day.
What did you hear? What did you hear?
Apparently, Mike and his wife are expecting a baby.
Wow, that's unbelievable. I can't believe they were able to finally make it happen. Do you think they're ready for it?
Well, Mike has been saying for a while that he wanted to start a family. I think they're as ready as ever. I'm sure they'll handle it just fine. Plus, I think Mike will make an excellent dad. What do you think? Hey, it's great to be here tonight. I don't usually do stand-up comedy in a club, but hey, why not? So, I was walking down the street yesterday and saw this guy talking to himself. Now keep in mind, he wasn't like muttering words under his breath, it was a full-on conversation. So, I thought to myself, this guy must be crazy. And then he turns to me and says, "Hey, wanna hear a joke?" Well, I thought it was a little odd, but I said sure, why not? So he goes, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" And I said, "I don't know, why?" He said, "To get to the other side." Ha ha ha. Man, I was walking around town this morning and I saw the craziest thing ever.
What was it?
Yeah, tell us.
Alright, so I was walking by this building and I saw a giant dog being carried in the front door. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Wow, that is crazy. But who was carrying the dog?
Yeah, who had such a big dog?
Maybe it was a show dog and they were preparing to enter it in a competition? Hey Fred, I heard that you took up deep sea diving.
Yeah, it's been really great.
Oh wow, that's so exciting. So what have you seen down there? A lot of fish, some coral, and even a few shipwrecks. I'm sure it must be quite the experience.
You have no idea. I've actually even managed to find a few lost treasures. Really? That's amazing. What kind of treasures have you found? So far I've found a necklace made out of pearls, an old pocket watch, and a few coins from the 17th century. It's really quite incredible.
Wow, that's so cool. You must be having a lot of fun treasure hunting down there. Absolutely. It's definitely a great way to spend my free time. Plus, I get to explore and discover new things, which is always exciting.
Where did all these oranges come from?
I don't know, I just saw them here when I walked in.
I think someone is playing a joke on us.
A joke? Come on, it's not that funny. Wait a minute, what if it's not a joke?
What do you mean? What if the oranges just decided to materialize out of thin air?
Now that would be something worth seeing.
I suppose it could be a sign from an extraterrestrial life form.
This is why I don't ever let any strange fruit into my apartment.
Good thinking. So, I just heard the weirdest thing.
What?
I heard there's a giant lobster living in the lake near us.
No way.
That's just ridiculous. But maybe it's true. What if there really is a giant lobster living in the lake?
So, why did you suddenly appear out of nowhere at my place? You know, I'm starting to think there's more behind that story.
Well, there is. But it's too complicated to explain right now. Let me just say that I had a suspicion and wanted to check something out. And when I saw you, I knew my hunch was right. I was actually planning to surprise you with a present, but I've decided not to since you don't look too pleased.
What present?
A surprise, I can't tell you what it is. You'll have to wait and see.
Well, now I'm really intrigued. When am I going to find out what this surprise is? You have to give me some kind of hint. I heard the funniest joke this morning.
Tell me, tell me.
All right, let's hear it.
Go ahead.
Okay, what did one mountain say to the other?
That's a good one. What did it say?
Don't peek too soon.
Ha, that's great. All right, here's one. What did the duck say when he walked into the bar?
I have no idea.
Quack, quack.
Hey everyone! Have you ever been so excited that the anticipation almost feels like anxiety? You know what I mean, right? That feeling when you're about to do something amazing and it just feels like everything is out of your control. Well, I've been feeling that for the past few weeks as I get ready to perform my stand-up set here tonight. I'm so excited and a little bit nervous, but I'm sure it will be a great night. Let's get this show on the road. So first off, have you ever had one of those days where no matter how hard you try, nothing goes your way? Yeah, we've all been there. For instance, I was having this really tough day at work the other day. Nothing was going my way and it seemed like everyone else around me was in a good mood. So, I thought to myself, well, if these people can be happy, then why can't I?
Hey Larry, did you hear the news?
What's up? Why, the sky, of course.
No, I meant about the election.
I know what you meant, but it's still true. The sky is indeed up there. What have you heard?
Well, they're saying that even though the polls have closed, the votes are still being counted. So I was walking down the street when this pigeon just lands on my head.
A pigeon on your head? That's so random.
What did you do?
What could I do? I just froze. I knew the pigeon was confused, so I just started walking slowly and eventually it flew away.
Wow, that's a lot nicer than me. I'd probably just scream and flail my arms if a pigeon landed on me. Hey, do you know if pigeons ever come around here?
I haven't seen any around here, but it looks like there's a flock of them just down the block. We could go check it out if you're interested. Hey, did you two hear about the new cafe that opened up down the street?
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to have the best coffee around.
I heard they're even getting a permit to start serving alcohol. Do you think they'll still have the same menu items when that happens?
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing, it's going to be a wild night.
Definitely, it's a place I can't wait to check out.
You know, I might even create a special cocktail just for the occasion.
Hey, why not? You know you always make the best drinks.
You two should just open up your own cafe. The Cackler and Larry Cafe.
That's not a bad idea, Fred. I'm already thinking of the perfect signature drink.
Wow, I can't believe how much this coffee costs.
Yeah, but it's worth it for the taste.
I can't argue with that. Hey Larry, have you ever tried it?
No, but I heard it's pretty good.
Oh, it's way better than good. You gotta try it. They put something special in it that just takes it to a whole other level.
Really? Maybe I'll give it a shot. But I don't know if I'm ready for something so extreme. So I'm in the middle of this really intense Monopoly game and my opponent has Park Place and Boardwalk. It's like a death sentence.
I know, I'd rather have a game of classic Risk than deal with that combination. Hey! Why don't you just try to convince them to trade for other properties? You seem like you could be pretty persuasive.
That's a great idea. Maybe I can talk them into it. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, and if that doesn't work, I might have to start bribing my opponent with pizza. That'll show them who's boss.
Ha, that'll certainly give you an edge. Good luck with it.
Thanks, I'll meet it.
Have you heard the news? They just discovered a new species of animal in South America. Can you believe it? I think it's called a cheesyroo.
Wow, that's amazing. I have to admit, when I heard it I was a little skeptical. How do they know it's a real species?
I guess they looked at its genetic code or something.
Wow, that's pretty cool. What do they think it eats?
Well, from what I heard, it only eats the leaves of certain trees found deep in the rainforest. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I wonder how many more species are out there that we don't know about yet.
Hey, Fred. What are you up to?
Believe it or not, I'm writing a book about my life. It's mostly about the funny moments and how I've managed to make it through the toughest times.
Wow, that's really impressive. What inspired you to write it?
Well, I figured it would be a great way to document my life and all of the unique experiences I've had. Plus, who knows? Maybe someone will find it entertaining. It's been a wild ride, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
You've certainly gone through a lot. It sounds like a great story. I'd definitely be interested in reading it when you're finished. Hey, have you been up to any other funny shenanigans lately? Anything I should know about?
I can't believe this happened to me again.
What? The same thing that happened last time?
Yes. I was on the subway and someone spilled their coffee all over me.
That's terrible. Do you ever feel like it's a bad luck charm following you?
That's exactly what it feels like. In fact, I'm considering investing in a raincoat just to avoid this kind of thing happening again. I can also carry an umbrella just in case.
That's a good idea. I'm sure you'll be better prepared this time.
I sure hope so. I can't take another coffee bath.
Well, you never know what's in store. At least you can be prepared and hopefully the bad luck charm won't follow you again. It could be a good thing if you're prepared for it.
So, what did you do today?
Well, I was talking to a friend and she told me this crazy thing happened to her. Her cat ate her dinner.
Wow, that is wild. I can't believe it.
I know, right? She said she was so mad.
That is one hungry cat. Hey Larry, what did you do today?
Well, I was walking down the street and this squirrel ran right up to me and snatched a French fry out of my hand. You guys, I swear it was like he knew what he was doing.
Wow, that is something.
You know, I heard that the mayor is planning on getting rid of all the vending machines in the city.
What? That's outrageous. Who would do something like that?
I guess he thinks it's too much of a distraction. Larry, did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard a rumor. But I think it's just a joke. People wouldn't actually stand for something like that.
I don't know, Larry. I think it sounds like a pretty crazy idea.
Maybe he's just trying to lighten things up around here.
Yeah, but with no vending machines? That's just plain nuts. Maybe we should organize a protest march.
Now you're talking. Let's get some signs and rally up the troops. Hey, everybody! Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I'm Larry and I'm here to make you laugh. So, this one time I was out with my friends and we decided to go skydiving. I'm sure you can imagine how nervous I was. But then something really funny happened. When the parachute opened, it wasn't attached to me. So I just kind of floated down gently like a leaf. Everyone here could probably relate to that feeling of helplessness. But then, when I was about to land on the ground, my friends all came racing out of nowhere and caught me. What a relief that was. Anyway, I guess the moral of the story is that you should always bring friends for backup, just in case. You never know what could happen. Alright, have a great night everyone. Now for some jokes. What did the fish say when it bumped into the wall? Damn! Hey, that was pretty good, right? Alright, what did the witch use to make her tea?
So I heard you bumped into Fred last night.
Yeah, on my way to the store. He said he was really looking forward to going camping this weekend.
Camping? Not his usual style.
Yeah, I think he's finally embracing his wild side. Plus, he says it's his way of getting closer to nature.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I guess it's better than taking up floristry.
Floristry. Now that I can believe.
Haha, I didn't think it was that believable.
Hey, you just never know with Fred.
Hey Fred, what do you think of this new restaurant?
Well, I've heard they have really good steaks.
Really? That sounds amazing. Do you think I should try it out? Absolutely. I think it'll be worth your time. Plus, the atmosphere is really nice too.
Yeah, I heard they serve their steaks with a side of live jazz music.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I'm definitely going to check it out soon.
Yeah, you should. And who knows, you might even run into old friends while you're there. Yeah, that's a possibility. I think it would be nice to catch up with some old pals over dinner and music.
Absolutely. Well, I better get going and make a reservation for the restaurant.
So, Larry, did you hear that the neighborhood diner is serving macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to keep up with the times. I mean, macaroni and cheese? That's so retro.
I'm more interested in what they're doing with the ice cream.
Well, it's probably just the same flavors as always, right?
I think that's a safe bet.
Hey, you know what would be funny? If they served ice cream in shoes.
Now that would be a surprise. I wonder what flavor the shoe cream would be.
So Larry, I heard you got a new job.
Yeah, I heard he's going to be a brain surgeon.
Really? Wow, that's big news.
Yeah, he's going to be making lots of money if he doesn't perform a lobotomy on himself first.
Hey, I'm not that bad. Besides, I'm more of a comedy writer now.
Well, I'm sure your comedy will be just as successful.
Yeah, who knows, you may be the next Feinberg.
Yeah, like I always say, Larry, it's a wonderful life.
That's true. Larry, you make your own luck.
Alright, enough out of you two, let's get back to the funny business.
Hey, I heard James has been telling jokes about me.
Wow, did you hear what he said? I sure did. He said I was a terrible dancer and that my clothes were out of style.
That's ridiculous. He obviously doesn't know the latest trends.
You're right. I bet he's never been to the hippest places in town.
Well, that's why I'm always ahead of the curve. I know what's hip before anyone else.
Well, you've got that going for you, I suppose. But let's talk about something else. How about that new restaurant down the street? Have you been there yet?
I sure have. The food was great and the atmosphere was lively.
Good evening, everyone. So I've been feeling a little under the weather lately, and my doctor said it's because I'm not getting enough vitamins. So here's my new vitamin regimen. I'm going to start drinking more beer. Audience laughter, alright. So what else? Oh yeah. So I was at the store the other day and I saw this one jar of pickles that said extra crunchy. But when I opened it up, there were only 3 pickles in there. Audience laughter and groans, let's just say, I didn't get my money's worth. Anyway, have a great night, everyone. Audience applauds. Thank you, thank you. I'm Larry and I'll be here all week, make sure to come back. Audience cheers. Hey, so you guys heard about this new trend?
What trend is that?
Yeah, what kind of trend are you talking about?
Come on, Larry. Spill it. We don't have all day.
Yeah. What's the deal?
Well, it's this new thing called prankvertising. You know, it's where companies hire comedians to do pranks on unsuspecting participants in order to promote their products or services. It's becoming a pretty popular marketing technique lately. So what did you do yesterday?
I made a really stupid mistake. I was supposed to meet an old friend of mine, and I went to the wrong place entirely.
Wow, that's really stupid. How come you ended up in the wrong spot? I thought you knew where he was.
Well, I did. I just got my directions mixed up.
That's pretty funny. What did your friend think when you showed up in the wrong spot?
He was pretty surprised. He thought I was playing a joke on him. But after I explained the situation, we both had a good laugh.
Haha, well, I'm sure it made for a memorable meeting. So, I got a text today from my brother that was just 3 emojis.
What was it? A turtle, a banana, and a mountain.
No, a laughing face, a keyboard, and a money bag. But what does it even mean? He isn't even replying. I'm starting to think this family of mine isn't even worth the effort anymore.
Oh, come on, Larry. You know they're just as confused and crazy as you are. It's probably better not to take it too seriously or try to read into it. You should just laugh it off and find something else to do. So, do you think the Mets have a chance this year?
I don't know, these guys never seem to have any luck.
Yeah, I heard the Mets pitching rotation is a real joke.
Maybe if we all wish real hard, it'll turn around?
What, you think we can will them to the pennant?
Why not? It's worth a try. Hey, maybe if they win the pennant, we should all go to their victory parade.
Now that sounds like a plan.
I guess we better start practicing our Mets chants then.
Hey Larry, you'll never guess what just happened to me.
What? I bet Cackler already knows.
I was on the bus, and then all of a sudden this arm pops out of the seat in front of me.
That's incredible. What did you do?
I screamed so loud, the whole bus started laughing.
I bet. You should have seen the look on your face. Hey, do you think that was a poltergeist or what?
I don't know, but it sure kept things interesting. So I heard something crazy the other day. Apparently there's a man who skydives without a parachute.
How can that be? That's absolutely impossible. I mean, he'd plummet to his death.
Actually, I heard that he jumps out of planes wearing a wingsuit. It's a special type of clothing designed to give him lift while he's falling.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's incredible. His stunt has even been featured on the news. So I had the craziest dream last night.
Oh yeah. What was it about? Oh no, you can't make me do that.
You won't believe it. I was riding a llama in the park. How did it make you feel?
That's wild. So what happened? Did you fall off?
No way. I had a perfect grip and we galloped around the park. It was so much fun.
That's the best dream I've ever heard.
Yeah, except for the part where the llama tried to give me a hug. I'm not so big on hugs from animals.
What do you prefer, hugs from humans? So Yvonne, you want to go to that new restaurant tonight?
Sure, why not? That new place has been getting great reviews.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still a little skeptical. I mean, what if it turns out to be a complete flop?
Larry, it's not like you're risking anything. Let's just go and see what happens. Who knows, it might be the best meal of our lives.
All right, you convince me. Let's do it.
Great. Let's meet up at 8 tonight. Oh, and Larry, you have to wear something nice this time. No t-shirts. So, I hear some new guy starts today.
Yeah. Larry, I heard he's an opera singer.
Wow. What do they need an opera singer in this office for?
Beats me. Maybe they need someone to sing the contracts.
Sounds like a singing telegram.
That would be hilarious.
It would certainly mix things up around here. But I'm more curious to see if he decides to wear a monocle or not.
Oh my gosh. That would be a sight to behold.
Hey Larry, you know what I just thought of?
What?
What if bagel holes were the same size as donut holes?
That's crazy. What would that even look like?
I can totally imagine it. It would be like two rings connected together. And it would be called the bagonut.
That's genius.
Oh my gosh, we should totally patent that idea.
You know what would be funny?
What? I think we should have a comedy night here. Yes, that would be hilarious. We could invite people to come and tell their own jokes.
That's a great idea. We could get some snacks and drinks to make it even more fun. Maybe we could even bring in a live band to provide some entertainment. That would really spice things up.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm sure people would love it. Let's do it! Great! I'm sure it will be a night to remember.
Absolutely. Now, all we need is to come up with a funny name for it.
How about the Laugh Factory?
Perfect. Let's make it happen.
Hi everyone! How are you all doing tonight? So, I was at the grocery store earlier. I asked the cashier where I could find some okra and he just stared at me like I was speaking another language. So, after an awkward pause, I finally asked him if they even carried it. To which he replied, "No sir. This is a grocery store, not a pet store." Well, that escalated quickly. Anyway, so how about this weather we're having? Hey Yvonne, did you hear the latest news? It's crazy, but apparently someone is trying to steal the Statue of Liberty.
What? No way. That's impossible, right? Is it like the plot of a Mission Impossible movie or something?
That's exactly what I thought, but apparently it's true. They're planning to do it on the 4th of July.
That's so crazy. Do you think they'll actually be able to pull it off? Maybe they're just looking for some enormous attention.
You may be right. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Man, if they do pull it off, that would be a huge story.
Definitely. Let's just hope they don't succeed.
Hey Fred, did you hear that a new restaurant is opening up on Main Street? It's apparently going to serve food from all around the world.
Wow, that sounds like a great idea. But who's going to go there? I mean, our town is pretty small and not very diverse.
You never know. It could be a big draw for people from all over the region. Plus, it'll be an exciting change of pace.
Yeah, I guess it could be fun. Hey, you think we should try it out when it opens?
Absolutely. It'll be a great experience. Plus, who knows what kind of tasty dishes we could find there.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to keep an eye out for when it opens.
Hi everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? So I was walking down the street the other day and this little old lady walks up to me. She says, "Young man, can you tell me what time it is?" I say, "Sure ma'am. It's 8 o'clock." She says, "Oh thank you. But why are you so late for your dentist appointment?" Alright, so I was on a date the other day and my date turns to me and says, "You know, you're the funniest person I've ever met." I said, "Well, thank you. But don't you think it's kind of weird that I have to pay for our dinner?" Alright, so I'm at the grocery store the other day and the cashier says to me, "Hey, did you forget your wallet?" I say, "No. Why do you ask?" She says, "Because you only have half of your receipt." So I was in the doctor's office the other day and they asked me why I was there. I said, "I think I have a broken heart." The doctor says, "Well, you don't need a stethoscope to diagnose that."
If I'm ever stuck in a cell, I want to be there alone. No one should ever have to suffer with me.
You wouldn't want to be alone? That's not like you.
No, no. I'd rather put myself through the misery than deal with someone else's.
So you like your own company more? That's ironic. You're the loneliest person I know.
Hey, I'm not that bad.
Hey, did you guys hear about that new club over on the other side of town?
Wait, you mean the one with all the lights and music? Yeah, I heard it's the place to be.
No way. I heard they won't let you in unless you're wearing something outrageous.
That's ridiculous. I'm not going to wear something crazy just to get into a club. Hey, did you guys hear the news? They're giving away free ice cream at the park this afternoon.
That's great. Let's go get some before it's gone. What's the rush? Let's take our time and enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, why rush? We can always get ice cream anytime.
That's true, but I don't think we should miss out on free ice cream.
All right, but no running.
So, I was at the grocery store earlier and I saw this new kind of cheese.
Cheese? What kind of cheese?
Swiss.
No, umami.
Umami? What the heck is umami?
It's a savory flavor that is like a combination of all the other basic tastes.
Yeah, and it was like this amazing flavor explosion in my mouth.
That sounds delicious. I'm going to have to try it.
Hey, Yvonne. Did you hear about the new restaurant downtown?
Yeah, I heard a lot of people are raving about it.
Yeah, I heard you can get a burger with fries and a milkshake for only $5.
Wow, that's a steal.
I know, should we check it out sometime this week?
Absolutely. I can't wait. Oh, and I heard they also serve a really great vegan dish.
Really? That's great. I didn't think a place that cheap had vegan options.
Yeah, it's amazing how far vegan food has come.
So I was walking down the street and this duck comes up to me.
A duck? Yes, a duck. What did it say?
Well, I'm sure it didn't say anything. Ducks don't talk. Still, it must have been quite the surprise. What did you do?
I just kind of stared at it. It was so unexpected.
I bet it was. Who'd expect a duck to come up to you like that?
Well, maybe the duck thought you were carrying some food.
Ha! Maybe so.
I heard a rumor about my neighbor. Can you believe it?
No way. What did you hear?
Is it something weird and unexpected? Yeah, the rumor is that he's been living in his apartment for 10 years and suddenly he's moving out.
That is wild. I wonder where he could be going.
Maybe he's joining a cult?
That's probably it. He never seemed like the kind of person who would just up and leave like that.
Maybe he's leaving for a new job.
You know what would be really funny?
What?
If we all decided to dance out of nowhere.
That would be great, but what kind of music should we dance to?
How about folk music?
Now that would be unexpected.
Yeah, no one would see it coming.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Alright, let's get going.
Can you believe it?
Believe what?
That our boss actually asked us to volunteer at the local soup kitchen.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. That's so out of character for him.
It's like every day is an unexpected surprise around here.
Yeah, and a lot of times they're not pleasant.
So I heard the shopkeeper on the corner was raising prices. Can you believe it?
I don't know what to say. It's a shame, really.
I know. I can't believe it.
Well, what are we going to do?
I guess we'll have to find somewhere else to shop.
Good idea.
Hey, why don't we open up a store ourselves? We could offer much cheaper prices than anyone else and make a fortune.
That's brilliant. We could be the new neighborhood hit.
Yeah. We could start with groceries and then expand as our business grows. Who's with me?
So, I was walking down the street just now and you'll never believe what happened.
Who, what?
Don't tell me a clown rode by on a unicycle.
Fred, that's not even remotely close to what happened.
No, actually a bird flew by me and dropped an entire bag of potato chips right at my feet.
That is too wild.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. Now what are you going to do with that bag of chips? Maybe we can start a street-side snack bar.
Yeah, but who would buy chips from a street-side snack bar? So, what do you think will happen? I mean, they both look pretty determined. I guess anything can happen. So what do you think? Wouldn't it be wild if they both actually did what they said?
Whoa, it would be crazy. Sure, anything's possible, but I wouldn't count on it. That's a lot to ask for given their personalities. That's why they're so entertaining, they push it to the limit. I mean, can you imagine what could go wrong? It would be a real mess. But, I think it could be worth the risk. What do you think? Anything can happen, right?
You know, I heard there's a sale on avocados at the store down the street.
That's great. I love avocados.
Yeah, me too. I just tried one for the first time last week.
Wow, first time trying an avocado? What did you think? I thought it was amazing. The texture and flavor were so unique, I'd never tried anything like it before. That's great! You know what they say, there's always something new to try.
Absolutely. I can't wait to go get some more.
While you're there, why don't you pick up some limes? I'm going to make margaritas tonight.
Great idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Because you were too busy thinking about your delicious avocados.
Hi everyone, I'm Larry. And this is my comedic stand-up set. So, did anyone else here ever make a mistake and think you were ready for something when you weren't? I remember trying to pick up my dad's car from the mechanic and thinking I was ready to take it for a spin around the block. But little did I know, he never paid them. After the mechanic yelled at me for a good 5 minutes, I quickly ran away with my tail between my legs. Anyway, speaking of car troubles, did you guys ever have a friend who absolutely hates auto repair fees? My buddy talks about how much he hates them all the time. So to fix his car, he goes to this junkyard and finds random parts to try and patch it up. Yeah, that was a bad idea. One time, he tried to fix his brakes with packing tape. Yeah, his car stopped alright. It just wouldn't start afterwards. Alright, I think that's enough car talk for today. Moving on.
Wow, so the other day I heard this unbelievable thing happened.
What? Tell me.
Someone won the lottery but they refused to take the money.
Are you serious?
I wonder what their reasoning was.
That's a good question. Maybe they were philosophically opposed to taking the money?
Maybe they had an inherent distrust of the lottery system?
Or maybe they just thought it was too much work to collect all the winnings.
You know, I bet there's a million reasons why someone would do that.
Hey, Cackler, did you hear about that guy who just flew into town?
Yeah, I heard he's some kind of celebrity or something.
Yeah, I heard he's some kind of a magical being who can grant wishes.
No way.
Yep, he claims that he can make any person's wish come true. So what do you two think? Should we try to find him and make some wishes?
Absolutely. I've got a few requests in mind already.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Hey everyone! It's great to be here. So I'm sure you're all wondering, why did I come out here tonight? Well, it's because of something that happened to me earlier today. I was at the store and had a bit of a, mishap. So I'm standing there, minding my own business, when all of a sudden this guy comes running out from the back room yelling about some sale on toilet paper. Now of course, because it was toilet paper, I thought to myself, great, I can finally stock up for the apocalypse. So I started grabbing all these rolls and piling them into my cart. But then this other guy comes running out and he's like, "What are you doing? That stuff is reserved only for the employees." So I'm like, "Oh no, am I in trouble?" But then he looks at me and smiles and says, "Nah, don't worry, just take it all on the house." So I was like, wow, what a great day. That's why I'm here, to say thanks to that other guy and do my stand-up set. So thank you all for having me here tonight. Now let's get this show on the road. So I'm walking to the store and this weird guy comes up to me.
What did he look like?
Wait, why were you walking to the store? Don't you ever take the subway?
No, but why did the guy come up to you?
He said he heard a rumor that I was the world's smartest man.
What? No way.
I know, right? So then he asked me to go to this chess tournament because I was supposedly so smart.
Chess tournament? What did you say?
So I heard everyone on the internet is saying that I'm funnier than you.
Yeah, but that's because they don't get to actually witness your jokes. I mean, I'm more of the subtle humor type while you're more slapstick. I think it's a matter of taste. Personally, I think I'm funnier.
Well, I guess only time will tell. In the meantime, let's just get up on stage and put our best foot forward. And maybe the audience will decide for us. What do you say, Fred? I can't believe I forgot to turn in my taxes. Do you know what the penalty could be?
Yeah, it could be hefty. You should get to an accountant as soon as possible. Hey, how about you come over for dinner tonight? I'm trying out a new recipe, I think you'll like it. I'm sure you could use a good laugh.
That sounds great. I could use a break from all of this stress.
Alright, it's a date. See you at 7. Oh, and don't forget the wine.
Huh, like I'd ever forget the wine. See you later, cackler. So then, I said to him, "What are you doing here?"
And what did he say?
He just looked at me like I was crazy and then walked away. Can you believe it?
That guy has a lot of nerve. What did you do then?
I just stood there scratching my head. I couldn't believe it happened, but I figured it would be best just to move on and forget about it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get in a confrontation with a stranger.
No kidding! I think I'm going to steer clear of that guy for a while.
So, do you think having a baby would make us better as comedians?
I don't know, but it could make us better parents.
Haha, that's true. Then again, if we had a kid on the road with us all the time, it might get in the way of our comedy routine. That's true. But I guess we can always figure out how to balance it all.
Well, I suppose so. But hey, no matter how it works out, we'll still have each other's support. Absolutely. Maybe we can come up with some new routines that involve parenting.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
We could call it the parent routine. Haha, I love it! Maybe we can figure out a way to bring the baby on stage with us. What do you think of the new sushi place?
It's marvelous. The atmosphere was great, and their menu has something for everyone.
I can't believe they let you in. I heard it's very selective about who it serves. I'm sure you had to pull some strings.
Maybe a few. But at the end of the day, it's all about who you know. Anyway, how was the food?
Delicious. The miso soup was out of this world, and the rolls were packed with flavor.
Sounds like a real winner. I'm gonna have to try it out for myself.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be right at home there. Now, where shall we head to next? Any ideas?
Hey everyone! It's so good to see you all here. Before we get started, I just want to say that this is my first time ever doing stand-up, so please bear with me. So, have you heard that Elon Musk just got the first ever permit to build a human colony on Mars? Yeah, I guess he's serious about beating the rest of us to off-world living. I'm glad he's leading the charge, but can you imagine the paperwork involved in getting approval for a Mars colony? The application must have been something like, "Dear Mars, please accept these Earthlings into your atmosphere. We promise to be respectful and mindful of your space-time continuum."
Hey, Larry. I heard someone say the most outrageous thing over at Monk's Cafe today.
What did they say? Aw, come on. You know I gotta hear it.
Apparently, they said that the key to happiness is a good pair of shoes.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not so sure. It kind of makes sense.
Well, I think it's a bit of a stretch. But if it works for them, more power to M. Besides, I could use a new pair of shoes.
You have plenty of shoes.
I know, but I want something to lift my spirits.
Hey, did you hear about the new ice cream parlor opening up?
That sounds delicious. I can't wait to try it out.
I heard it's going to be really good. Let's go together. Let's go check it out. We can get ice cream in all the crazy flavors, like blueberry bacon, wasabi s'mores.
Whoa, now that sounds intriguing.
No way am I trying that. That's just gross.
You don't know if you'd like it until you try it.
Alright, I guess I could give it a go.
So, I was sitting in the doctor's office the other day when I had a thought. What is wrong with this picture? Then it hit me like a bolt of lightning. The walls were painted beige. Then, I thought to myself, why would anybody choose this color? I mean, really. And you know what the doctor said? He just shrugged and said it goes with everything. I was so mad I wanted to throw something at him. But then I thought, maybe it really does go with everything. Maybe beige is the new black. So the moral of this story is, never judge a color by its name. Alright, how about one more joke? Why did the chicken cross the playground? To get to the other slide. Alright, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for having me. Good night. Bose leaves the stage.
Hey, Yvonne, did you hear they're bringing back the pet rock?
No way, that's nuts. I remember when those were all the rage.
Yeah, and they've got a new twist. They're calling it the Pet Martian.
What? How does that even work?
Apparently, you just have to hold it up to your ear, and it plays some kind of alien music.
That's crazy. I can't wait to see what else they come up with. Yeah, who knows where they'll go with it.
Hey, maybe they'll bring back the lava lamp next. Now that would be something.
Hey Yvonne, did you hear the latest news?
No, what is it? What did you hear?
Well, apparently there was a group of aliens spotted in town last night. Can you believe it? I know it seems unreal, but people are saying they saw them.
Aliens? In this town? That is wild. Do they know why the aliens are here? I mean, what do aliens want with a small town like this? Maybe we should go investigate and find out.
Hey everyone! Thanks for coming out tonight. I feel like this is going to be a great show. So let's get started. Alright, so I was at the grocery store yesterday and the checkout lady asked me if I wanted paper or plastic. I said, does it matter? It's all gonna go in a landfill anyway. The guy behind me was like, oh man, burn. Then the checkout lady said, hey buddy, don't be so negative. This is why I started this job, to make people smile. I said, I'm sorry, I was just trying to make a joke. Paper please. So anyways, have you ever considered how absurdly long the lines can get at the DMV? It's like they expect us to take a day off just for that. And then once you get there, you have to fill out all of these forms that ask the same questions over and over again. I mean, do they really need my signature 8 times? So, who's ready for some laughs? I heard a great joke the other day.
Really? Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. I need a good laugh.
Okay, so there's a pilot and a co-pilot on a plane. The co-pilot turns to the pilot and says, I think we should switch seats. The pilot.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Hey Fred, did you hear about the new restaurant on the corner?
No. What kind of food do they serve?
Get this, they only serve food that you can eat with chopsticks.
Wow, that's really different. I've never heard of a restaurant like that before.
I know, it's pretty crazy. I'm going there for dinner tonight if you want to come along. Would you believe they also have a sushi bar?
That's nuts. Let's go give it a try.
Sounds great. I can't wait to see what kind of food they have. Hey, maybe we can get them to put together a special for us.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a deal.
So what did you think of the new movie we saw last night? Larry, I have to say I was very disappointed.
Yeah, me too. The plot was a little predictable and the jokes fell flat. I felt like the director was trying to imitate Feinberg but just missed the mark. Maybe if they added a bit more wit and surprise it would have been better.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, at least we can look forward to more new movies in the future.
That's true. Who knows, maybe the next one will be better.
So, my neighbor just told me he's a secret agent.
Really? Where'd he come up with that story?
I don't know. He just said he couldn't tell me any details due to national security. Can you believe it?
That's hilarious. I mean, it's not like there'd be a lot of crime around here.
Yeah, I guess he has to find something to do.
Well, I'm sure he's keeping an eye out for suspicious activities. And if he finds any, I'm sure you'll be the first to know. Now that would make for an interesting episode of Feinberg.
Hey Larry, did you hear the one about the two birds? They were walking down the street and one said to the other, "Where do you want to eat?"
Haha, that's funny. What did the other one say? He said, anywhere, I'm just glad to get out of the cage.
Ha, classic. Hey, did you hear the one about the man who couldn't choose a restaurant?
No, what happened?
He had so many choices, he ended up just having a sandwich at home.
Haha, that's hilarious. I heard a similar one about someone who was so indecisive they couldn't choose what to wear, so they just stayed in their pajamas all day.
Ha ha ha, I love it.
Me too.
Hey Larry, I heard that you joined a gym recently.
Yeah, and it's actually been really great.
Really? I always thought you weren't much of a fitness fan. Larry, what inspired you to make a lifestyle change?
Well, I'm trying to get into better shape. Plus, working out is a great way to clear my head and get away from the craziness of everyday life.
So how's it going?
Pretty good so far. I'm actually excited to go for my next workout session. It's like I get an endorphin rush every time. How about you? Have you been making any changes? No, not really. I'm still the same old Fred.
So, have you guys heard about this new restaurant that opened up down the street?
What kind of food do they serve? I heard it's the kind of place that only serves food with a twist.
Like what? Meatloaf shaped like a dollar sign?
Even better. They exclusively serve dishes with ingredients that have been dyed outrageous colors. I hear the chicken is bright blue, and their mac and cheese is a vivid purple.
So what did you do yesterday? I went to the movies.
Really? What did you see?
The new action movie.
How was it?
It was alright, not great, but definitely entertaining.
Do you think it was worth the money?
Well, I didn't have to pay for it, so I guess it was worth it.
How did you manage to get in for free?
Well, let's just say I took advantage of a little loophole in their system.
Sounds like a classic Larry move.
Hey Fred, I heard the funniest thing on the news today.
What is it? I could use something to laugh at. I'm all ears.
Apparently, a man had to be rescued yesterday after he got stuck between two rocks while trying to retrieve his frisbee.
That's unbelievable. How did he even get in that situation?
You know, it's hard to say. Maybe he was a really enthusiastic frisbee player?
I guess it's possible. Good thing he was rescued in the end. Yeah, I guess you're right. Someone should definitely give him a frisbee safety lesson.
Ha! That's a good one. I'm sure he learned his lesson this time. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Now let's talk about something else. How about the new restaurant that opened up around the corner? Have you tried it yet?
So I heard about this new restaurant that opened up downtown.
What kind of food do they serve?
Oh, it's all vegan and gluten-free.
No way. That's like being allergic to fun.
Well, it's still food. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, but you know what they say, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
That's not true. I can think of at least 10 things that taste better.
Don't worry, if it's bad we can always leave and find something else to eat.
Good plan.